Chip and dip. Whether you double dipped on a trip to unzip the truth of a crypt, the fact that we often remain unequipped for the outstripped blip of unfortunate human experience that is the chip and dip paradox all of us wish to skip. Now that you're gripped, zip your lips and come along as I make you want to rip your drip and ship your wisps of humanity goodbye. Balancing the chip to dip ratio is impossible, infinitesimally small margin for error, all based on variables such as dip brand, chip size, mouth hole, chip cracking, dip slacking. There's too much. You may often find yourself stuck in a loop of buying chips and dips where one runs out faster than the other. It's almost as if they're purposely made to be asymmetrical in nature. You may be someone who is a bit more conservative with the dip and end up with not enough chip, or find yourself on the other end where you go heavy on the dip and end up with too much chip. Whatever the leftovers are, you decide to try and pair them up once more. Out of dip, buy more chip. Out of chips, you're catching on. You attempt to pair them up, but it's always asymmetrical. It's nearly impossible to end up with the last bit of dip perfectly resting upon the last unbroken chip from the poorly packaged tortilla you either spent too much or too little on. But it's not just the chip to blame. Dip as well has not served its time for what it's done to all of us. Metal clankers and glass jars, all of which seem to ride the line between convenience and preservation about as well as you could expect from the monsters at Frito-Lay. Down your arms and cooperate with the system. Go ahead, buy more dip for your chip and find yourself in an infinite cycle of back and forth of which neither side is satisfied. It's all a con. Queso conundrum that I will never let go of, and I hope that I am not alone. I have a knack for snacks where only one tendril lacks consistency and the rest are left unmatched. Chip and dip.